So I asked ChatGPT, not ChatGBT, to roast us. I used a screenshot of our recording setup here. So, just the three of us. I submitted a screenshot and I told ChatGPT to roast us. And so this is what it came up with. So for me, it says, looks like he's about to drop the hottest TED Talk of 2025 on how to properly season a microphone. Looks like every Well, I mean, the way I have my microphone, it does look like I'm eating it. Looks like every IT help desk meme rolled into one person just waiting to tell you to try turning it off and on again in a soothing baritone.
Damn.
Looks like if a baby-faced Mr. Clean got into podcasting because he couldn't cut it as a beard oil influencer.
This is harsh. What screenshot did you grab?
Well,
I didn't mean to interrupt your intro. Please continue.
So for Matt, it said wearing his hat backwards like he's one Wi-Fi dropout away from rage quitting this podcast and going back to his Twitch stream. Backwards hat says college freshman, but the eyes say just Googled how to open Excel.
Damn. God damn.
And
fuck you, Claude.
Fuck you, Claude.
That backwards hat is working overtime to hide a hairline that's retreating faster than his motivation to finish this episode.
Yeah.
See, now that's too close to
what's
home.
the last one? Backwards hat. Yeah, get a new line.
Yeah, fuck
Fucking
you.
dingus.
Well, I mean, just wait till they get to Jake.
Have you?
So this is Jake's.
Okay.
Has the face of a man who just realized those guitars in the background are purely decorative and he can't actually play.
Accurate. Oh no, I'm sweating now because that was so spot on.
It's hurtful.
Has the confidence of a man explaining guitar theory on YouTube, but muting the strings because he doesn't actually know any chords. And gives off strong divorced dad starting a podcast so my kids think I'm cool energy, and those guitars in the back are just there to distract from the midlife crisis.
Oh man.
Good Lord.
Man, I feel totally owned. For content that's almost as funny as those roasts, keep listening. My name's Brandon.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Qualified Nonsense.
God, we all just got severely kicked in the nuts just now.
Oh man.
Well, you're two, it seemed like it just took one thing in the picture. It just kind of ran with that. Like, you have guitars in the background, Jake, and Matt, you have a backwards hat.
I guess yours was a little bit more diverse.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe it's because you have a white background.
Yeah, maybe. Seems particularly hurtful. ChatGPT.
At least it didn't take my print stuff and be like, "Oh, cultural appropriator over there." No.
Yeah. Well, now that our egos are significantly more deflated than they were when we pressed record, how's everybody doing?
Great.
Doing well.
Great. I've never been better.
Be right back.
Be right back. Maybe we should take a break early.
It's hotter than hell out here, but it's fine.
I heard
Here we go.
that.
Let's already talk about the weather.
Yeah.
No, it's hot but good. Summer's coming down, winding down, coming to a close. You know,
Doesn't feel like it here. Still
over
feels
a
like
month of summer still left.
goddamn swamp. I know people
Yeah.
keep talking about fall already. It's the problem is these retailers. Am I right? No,
Trying to
but
get us
they
to
like going to Lowe's. It's like, hey, it's rounding Halloween and ready for Christmas. I don't like it.
True. Well, I feel like it stays hot until October here, at least.
Yeah.
yeah, didn't used to. Wonder why that is. But yeah, summers just keep getting later and
Thoughts on
later. Yeah, everything's good. It's a good week so far.
Oh,
Do
I've
anything
got
fun?
I've got some
Oh.
bullshit to share. Did I tell you guys I got my father-in-law's truck stuck?
What?
They
No.
don't listen, so this is fine. But I was getting
They don't
mulch
know I
from
took
a
it
place.
mudding.
Well, on accident, yes, I did. So I live in an area what's called the Piedmont, which is a part of the country that is all clay, and when it rains, it sucks, and everything just like the water just sits on the surface, and it gets really muddy. And I was dumping some mulch in the back, and I have to drive around this little like small hill around my house. And I got the truck stuck, and I tried to get it out, and I failed miserably, and I had to get a tow truck in, and then the tow truck almost got stuck, and it was a whole thing. But
Is it one of those like where you just kept hitting the gas and it was like, no, just stop because it's going lower?
well, so it started to do that, and then I dug myself out, and then I moved it a little bit, and then it got stuck again, and then I dug it out, and then I put gravel in it, and then I got out of that, and then I got stuck again, and then I was like, this isn't working. So then I got
Woof.
a tow truck, and the tow truck was
So
like,
did he not know you got his truck stuck?
No, I mean technically not. I would have.
Now that a car wash
I
can't
was thinking
fix.
about. I know exactly. I pressure sprayed it, and then I took it through a car wash because it was in pretty rough shape. But no, I mean it was fine. It just got sunk down in the mud. And
What were
in
you
the
doing with it?
same. What was I doing with the truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting mulch from a place locally and putting it. So basically, you can get mulch delivered, but they drop it in the driveway. And my backyard that's sort of naturalized. I wanted to put a bunch of mulch down, and anyway, yeah, that was my excitement. Oh, and I got to replace a range top. I've got a glass range, and my son, who likes to cook, accidentally dropped a mason jar on it and broke it, so I got to replace it. So I felt particularly handy, and I am out like $700 this last week. So
Wow.
it's good to be king.
All sorts of accidents
Yeah. Yep.
with those Wilhelmy boys.
Yep. All the
For
boys.
people that are still listening, Brandon, how was trivia?
I didn't go to trivia. I know. I'm gonna go
Great.
on
Now
Thursday.
we have even fewer listeners.
What did I do? I saw Patton Oswalt on Friday, and
Does
I
he
went
do
down
stand up?
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like
Yeah.
in my mind, he's more of like a storyteller or like an actor, but I guess, yeah. Okay. How was that?
He was really good. It was fun.
Nice.
He's
Yeah,
more
I mean,
so
like
on the
that's
casino
what he-
circuits these days, right?
I mean, he played the comedy club here in
Oh, gotcha.
Eugene.
Cool.
Then I went to Southern Oregon to visit in-laws, and
Nice.
nothing too exciting. Yeah, it was like 107 in Grants Pass.
The city that
Matt?
never sees rain. What's that?
Huh?
What did you do? Are you?
Oh,
Are
sorry.
we on a delay?
We might be.
No, we're not on a delay, but I
was
think
talking
we
at the
all
same
got
time.
roasted and are up.
Our-
Like we're
yeah,
a little bit
our ego's
low
just,
energy.
Very self-conscious now. What'd you do?
I know.
Got roasted
Just
by a
trying to hide-
robot.
I worked
By-
out really hard and made my body so swole. It was a good week. No, not too much to report here. Standard as is week. Kids are in summer camps and whatnot, riding horses again, doing that whole thing. So That's
Nice.
fun. You know, doing all the amazing things I never got to do as a kid, but it's like expected that kids get to do now. So that's what they're
Nice.
doing.
That's what they're doing. Cool. So I had a what's it called? Like a blanking on the word. I had the
Stroke.
urge.
Oh.
Nope. It feels like it. I had the urge to use a derogatory term when I got roasted when I got roasted by ChatGPT. And I'm also like terminally online. But have you guys heard about the new derogatory term for robots?
No.
No. But when you say it that way, I was like, well, this is the episode where everybody learns Jake's a racist.
Well, it's so the term is clanker for
That's a good one.
robots
I
or
like it.
AI
With a
or
hard
whatever. A hard R. Yeah. And I had the urge to say it, and then I
think
had
they can call themselves that, but
oh my god. Well, so that's what I wanted to bring up before we get into questions. Have you guys heard of this? And then also, how do you feel about there being a formal, informal, derogatory term for
No, I have not
AI?
heard about this. Second of all, I think it's absolutely hilarious and awesome. And the people that want to be like, this is a derogatory term, I guarantee you get upset at the most. They find reasons to get upset. I know these people. And I'm kind of
I
tired
only
of
use it when I'm singing along to robot music.
yeah, exactly. They can use
That's pretty
whatever
good.
bathroom they want. It's fine. Clankers, I think, is pretty great. The only thing I can think of that makes me a little bit sad, what did they call the ones in damn it, what was the movie, Brandon?
AI?
No, the Australian one. The clicker? No.
Oh,
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
like clicker?
no,
Clickers?
you're talking about it's the South
Chappie?
African one. Chappie.
Was it Chappie?
Chappie's the South
I thought it was
African one.
Area no, something 50. Well, wasn't it also directed by like Peter Jackson?
Oh.
Are you thinking about
No.
District 9? Or
District 9.
Oh,
District
District
9.
9.
Yeah. Even though like
was-
that
they're
one,
they're still like organic
they're
beings, but
aliens.
they're aliens.
Yeah.
Right? And they're just like, I don't know. I don't think it's wrong to have derogatory terms towards aliens too if you want. I don't know.
Oh,
You know?
interesting.
But like I guess it does make it kind of sad though, because they kind of portray them as people. But robots don't have feelings. So
Well, so here's the thing. Hear me out. No, I think they are going to start having feelings, or they perhaps already do have feelings.
are we talking about robots in general, or the ones that like people are dressing up and walking around cities right now?
Not
Like the
those.
little
I
metal
haven't seen
ones. Have you
those.
seen those?
No.
You haven't seen the ones that are like will run across the street, and one of them programmed one of them to just do strictly Office reference. So he's like, "Can I take a picture with you?" He's like, "No, God, no!" And he runs across the street, and the robot flips him off, but his hand can rotate, so it just is flipping him off in circles. Like,
Oh, nice.
right? Are we talking about like those kind of robots, or just like
No, I'm talking about like
anything?
frankly, like Chat GPT and beyond. Anything that's because, and this is going to get a little not heavy, but like, what is consciousness? That sort of conversation, and what is feelings? Like feelings are just like you only have feelings about things because you have memory of it making you.
Yeah, but
feel
the
a
only
particular
thing,
way.
the only feeling a robot can ever do is like of the consciousness of the person that did it. So it's not even really theirs; it's that individual's. So again, like, fuck them.
How do you
The
figure?
room
Because
didn't get a little dusty for you in T2 when he's like going down into the molten metal and like puts his thumb up.
Thumbs up.
fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, yeah.
The
Both your
CPU
parents
is
are
a
dead.
neural net processor, a learning computer.
Yeah, that one totally got me choked up.
I don't know. I do think that there's. I don't know. I'm interested in the topic and the conversation, but I don't
What are they
think there's
called
a
again?
lot.
Clankers?
Clankers is the term. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of memeing about it of late.
Has anybody asked what they call us?
Oh.
What they call humans?
Runs to.
Meat shields.
Hey, Claude, wake up, you bastard. What do you call?
Flesh bags.
Huh.
Mm.
Something to ponder while we take a break.
While we take a break. Nice. Slide right into that.
So you're just trying to get the robot back for insulting you?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly.
calling it a
I'm
clanker.
just feeling fragile. And that's what happens in real life too, right? You try to get power back in some way, and oftentimes that comes in the form of a derogatory term. Or
Fair
when you're
enough.
singing along.
Well, yeah. On that, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with questions. And welcome back. Feel free to drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or connect with us on our socials. Now's the time of the show where we take on Reddit's most pressing queries by finding the top trending questions and answering them here. Something funny, Matt?
Okay, so while we were at break, Brandon, you asked if we call them clankers, what do they call us? So I looked it up. So they call us squishies, meatware, the biological counterpart to software and hardware, warmies because we run hot and rust slow,
Warmies?
Rust slow?
battery snacks if the robots ever go full sci-fi mode, and soft skins.
Oh, so see, I
fucked up.
didn't know this, but apparently clanker comes from the Star Wars universe, referring to droids. So
I like being called a softie or a meatware.
Well, actually, this will kind of lead us into our first question here, which is from the subreddit Ask Reddit, username Hotel Puzzle Headed 654. They ask, what is an industry that only exists because people are stupid?
Gotta be careful with this. Yeah.
the industry that I'm currently in is in part because people are gullible. I don't know about stupid, but
Yeah. I mean, quite literally, like, there's tutoring services and things. Those
damn. Hey, idiot, you need a tutor?
No, I mean, yeah.
I would say
education and intelligence are two different things, I know. But
like the
teachers.
MLM, like Sensi and doTERRA essential oils, like that kind of stuff.
yeah, I guess
Wait,
like any
don't you have like a bunch of essential oil things in your house?
Oh, those are from Bath and Body Works.
Oh, okay.
I don't buy from those witches that sell out of the back of their trunk.
Oh, I see. Like Ponzi schemes things?
But yeah, like
No,
pyramid
like
scheme,
MLM.
like MLM, yeah, like
Yeah.
I think those only exist. I mean, regardless of what they're selling, yeah, any of those.
Like if you get
pretty
the
much
other mom
exist.
that you know and they get 10 other moms that they know to sell, you'll get a referral bonus of those kind of things. Or like the candle, what are the pure romance parties, that kind of shit.
Yeah, the what's the kitchen one? It's
Tupperware? Not Tupperware.
Oh, Cutco.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
knives.
the Perfect Chef, or Pampered Chef. Yeah, Amway.
Amway.
Yeah.
I was just about to say Amway. It's kind of along the same lines.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a hot take. The auto industry, like all of their not renovations, all of their innovations. That's too strong. I would say half of their innovations are to prevent stupid people from crashing cars. Not stupid people, people who are not interested in driving but have to drive, so they don't pay attention to while they're driving.
Yeah, the
And
people that
that's
could care
debatable.
less about
Right,
actually doing it.
Right, and that's debatable as to whether or not
Like if riding a bike were
someone
easier,
would
they would
refer to
probably
them
do
as
that.
stupid, but
I would say like books or seminars or classes on like strategies for playing the lottery or playing the slots.
Slot
Like
machines. Yeah.
any of like anything around like, you know, here's how you beat the odds, or here's how you can, you know, any of that stuff.
yeah.
Ooh,
That
also
industry. Yeah.
any conference you attend that's at the airport, that means you're I'm going to teach you how to buy 10 income properties with less than $5,000, or level up your game by getting into tax lien auctions.
In that same vein, I'm gonna say LinkedIn.
LinkedIn's the biggest fucking stroke. Oh god.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pleased to announce that. Yeah.
Oh, Matt, you
And like
talking
everybody
about
secretly
like
judges the person that's like, after 7 years with I'm open to work, and they put the little banner down. It's like, oh damn, Jake got fired.
Yeah.
You mentioning like seminars at like the airport Hilton or whatever. Along those lines, I won't say like timeshares, but I think companies that
100%.
specialize in getting people out of timeshares, that exists because
Yeah.
people are stupid.
Yeah, well, okay, I got to be careful with this one because I've actively talked to my parents recently. They have a timeshare and they're looking to get out of it. And I was like, don't. But like, I was like, there are lawyers that exist to do it, but I was like, I don't know that you really need it. I don't think they're planning on it, but I was like, yeah, it's just so predatory. Like even the place we stayed at in Mexico, it was a resort, but obviously they were selling condos there that were on the timeshare basis, and they were just like, "Oh, we'll get you a free breakfast." And it's like, this is all inclusive. It's a free breakfast already, and I don't have to listen to you.
I already did that.
Yeah, timeshares, man, they're predatory all around.
Yeah, I think if they made them more flexible, it might not be bad depending on your lifestyle, but yeah, being
It's just like
locked into
anything you buy into that kind of exists on a point structure, I think should cause a red flag. I don't think it's a scam, but it should definitely be a red flag of like, oh, if you give us this much, you're a tier 1 at X amount of points. I was like, I don't know if I get this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how like the airlines work or credit cards.
Yeah, I guess I just feel like that's a bit different.
Well, but it's. I mean, I think.
People need to fly, and yeah, they need.
But what you're getting
access
at
to
is that
funds they don't have.
that method of marketing and that method of sales is like a red flag and like a dirtbag move. And it's interesting that you just said that banks do it and airlines do it. Like, yeah, that's correct.
Just not on such a shady scale.
Have you guys ever attended a timeshare presentation just to get like a free whatever?
I did.
No, they don't give you good stuff
some
anymore.
point.
It used to be like
You
a
went
whole
to
trip
one,
to
Jake?
Vegas.
Yeah, I went to one when I was, I don't know, in the early 2000s, because my family was in Mexico and we were like, free breakfast. But it was like, yeah, they bus you way out, and it was sketchy. Yeah. And you're just like, Nah, shouldn't have done this.
They bus you out to go talk about buying a piece of land on the property you were just staying on.
Right.
But it's for that romantic breakfast. All right, if you don't buy, walk back. Hey.
Yeah.
You got to sign a timeshare if you want to ride back. Yeah.
Right. They do like a hostage thing.
I was listening to a podcast and one of the hosts was talking about going to one and like, he kept telling them no and turning them down and all that. And like the guy was like nagging him to try to get like saying like, oh, well, maybe you're too indigent for to afford this play, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
I bet you won't. I bet you won't.
I was gonna say, like, you could at least gaslight him a little bit. Don't just be like, well, you're too poor anyway. Get out of here.
Oh, I guess your dick is probably too small, huh? Oh, okay, yeah, no. You know what? Let me get that pen back. I don't think you can sign this.
I get it. You don't want to be married to your wife anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So
I don't know.
you're flirting with me? I see.
I mean, there probably are, people that sort of tactic works, where you're, like prove me
100%.
wrong, and
Otherwise, it wouldn't be so widely known. It's like, oh my god, this guy fell for it, and then they found that a bunch of people would fall for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or some of the top answers.
So the top one here is a service to find services to cancel because you can't keep up with your services.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear ads on
Wait,
podcasts
that's
for those things where it's like, sign up for this and we'll like, how many subscriptions do you have? And you can pause your subscriptions.
That.
Yeah.
I guess that is one of those, like, people really like they fall for that, or
Well, I mean, it's probably for people who just sign up for like every free trial that they come across, and then I don't know. Or you could just go onto your bank or credit card statement and
I was going to say, just look month to
where
month.
it's charging you. Yeah. This person says, on South Padre Island, there are guys that drive up and down the beach with big pickup trucks ready to tow your car out of the sand for a large fee. If you're wondering how I know, it's because I'm stupid.
But did it work? I'm curious.
Well, and then this person responded saying, there's a music festival here in Germany where a farmer generously lets the visitors park their cars on his land for free. When it rains, the grass turns into mud, and he selflessly pulls the cars out for 50 euros each.
Nice.
My man.
Sound familiar, Jake?
Yeah, that stings. I'd like to move on to the next topic, please.
This person said multi-level marketing. Yeah, this person wrote a paragraph. I'm not going to read it. Psychic hotlines.
Psychic anything. Yeah.
Do those still
Any
exist?
sort of,
like the
you know what
over
just
the
came
phone?
up in the wake of Ozzy Osbourne's death is when he did the Miss Cleo portrayal. Did you ever see that?
No.
You should look up Ozzy as Miss Cleo. He's like, call me now. What do you want? It's like, the cards don't lie. He actually did do that.
This person
Brandon,
says
you went
this
to-
might. What?
Oh, go ahead.
It says this might be a bit of a deep cut, but there's an entire industry in the corporate world that trains managers to not be assholes and how to properly reward and value the people that work under you. You'd think this would be a key part of any managerial training, but nope, it's so rampant that there are companies that make hundreds of millions a year running these things.
Yep. That's true.
You know it's sad but true.
Quacks who market themselves as alternative healers while promoting treatments that don't work.
Oh, that's called naturopaths. I would clump in like just anything you see between midnight and 4 a.m. on broadcast TV that is trying to get you to either attend something or like hook you with, I'll send you the first one. and $29.95 after that. All that kind of shit. Anything. If you
Yeah.
buy any of that, QVC even, I'll go down. I'll even stand on that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Home Shopping Network.
Buying and selling political merchandise like we're fans of some sports team. It's weird.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Juice cleanses. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
There's some good ones.
Yeah,
What's up
let's
next?
go to the next one here. This one is from r/advice, username Zesty Close Proof 7841. They ask, or they say, so the headline is coworker showed me her nudes. So my coworker, 26 female, is talking about how she went on a cruise to make her ex, 27 male, jealous. She took a nude picture and one of her and her panties arched over, and then without warning, she showed me. Keep in mind, we're familiar with each other at work, but this was the first time we actually had a conversation longer than 5 minutes. They've been broken up for 6 months now. What's her reasoning? Why do this? Just curious.
Is this a male or a female that's writing? And does it say?
I assume it's a
No.
male. But I maybe shouldn't assume.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Let's assume it's a male to start at least. Obviously she's feeling some jealousy and hate and whatever. Probably just showing you to feel confident. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's
Get a rise out
confidence
of you.
bit there.
Yeah, she could be looking for a rebound or just just for
Validation.
fun. Yeah.
I will say I've got a kind of a funny story. There was a woman who I used to work with, and I don't remember her name, but that's probably good. She was
We'll put it in the chat.
yeah,
Do
she
you
was
remember her address?
she was very nice. She was very talkative to everybody. But she grew up in a place where there was a lot of mining and the water was contaminated, and like everyone she knows has cancer. And I was like, oh geez. And she's like, so anyway, one day she like walks up and she's like, I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm helping her with her computer. And she's like, oh, fine. She's like, I've got breast cancer again. And I was like, Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that. And she's like, yeah, no, it's right here. I found a lump. And she's like, it's right here. And she grabs my hand and puts it on her breast to like feel where the bump was. And this is at work, like open office, like no. And I was just like, it's please. And like, she's married, I'm married,
She using that as leverage against you to like blackmail you or something?
Well, no. And so I bring this up because like I
Looks at you in the
relayed
eyes.
this
You're
to
just
my
a pawn. I'm going for the company.
I relayed this to my colleagues, being like, because we all knew her as being a little bit of an oversharer and a wild one. But I was like, this just happened, and they're like, she's out of control, she's wild. But there are some people who are just so.
Do you think she's wild, or
I
was
guess
just
it's
socially
comfortable.
unaware?
Well, so that's what I was saying. Like they're just so comfortable with themselves, or that they're just like
How old would you is this
unaware.
individual?
My age, like
Oh.
But granted, this was like 10 years ago, but like still like mid-30s, early 30s.
Well, this seems
And-
like, I mean, this person's issue, it seems very like they're trying to get a point across. If, maybe they were like, oh, how was your cruise? She's like, oh, I took some naked pictures to make my ex jealous. And then like, instead here, see,
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
there's
Gary,
there's
I'm
a
so
level of,
glad
like,
to have you as a friend.
recklessness that goes with that.
My friends always get me. That's why you're my bestie. Also, you write this question for a reason too.
Yeah.
Should I text her?
Yeah. Well, I would say though that if you're both consenting adults, you should definitely, if you're attracted to this person and they are maybe dropping hints, absolutely
He should have
reach out
gotten out
about
his
it. Be
phone and was
like,
like, "Oh, that's like my cruise from when my oh no, that's my winner. That's and then
Have you
see if
guys
there's a spark.
right, exactly. Oh, you take naked pictures too?
I
um,
was hoping you did that.
question, and you guys don't have to answer if you don't want to, but have you ever taken a picture of your genitalia? I
For the
nothing
sake of
makes me more
tracking
uncomfortable.
moles, yes.
Yeah, okay. For
For
medical
your
purposes
doctor,
only.
sending them to your doctor.
I upload them.
Your
I upload them to my chart and see what happens.
Your doctor's like, Matt, fuck all the way off. I'm not seeing you anymore. Stop sending me your pictures.
Just like, no, but this one's changed as you stretch it. I think
I can make this one into a hamburger.
That's because you're driving. Stop doing that.
I guess. I mean, in this case, like, how would her taking a nude photo of herself make her ex jealous, or is it like she sent it to her ex?
That's why I don't think that she means it. She's looking for some validation or something. Also, this guy doesn't seem really upset about this. So
Yeah, it could just be like a bragging sort of thing.
just roll with it.
Yeah, roll with it.
Go up to her the next day and be like, I was thinking about that last night. And what the angles you should have done was
I mean, it could be also she's mentally unwell, and
I mean, that's always a possibility. Yeah.
You must be
You
crazy.
should lead with that. No, but that's fair because like, I would like to redact my statement earlier. You should do some preliminary, like if you're interested, great, but you should do some preliminary sort of reconnaissance to figure out if they're doing okay.
Well, also, yeah, like somebody who's trying to make their ex jealous. It's like, I mean, that isn't, a super
It's not
mature,
like mature, yeah,
thing to do. And I mean, I it says they're 26, but that's not that young. I don't know.
I don't know. 26. We were doing stupid stuff at 26.
Yeah. People are also petty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The top answer here is they say, I mean, sounds like she wanted you to see her naked.
Yeah. Should have said that out loud. Oh, you wanted me to see that, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a way there would have been a good opportunity perhaps missed to be
or
like,
do you like yell out
oh,
really
I see
loud
you
in
used
the
like a
office,
low
oh,
tripod.
Wow.
Ha cha cha.
What are those?
No, but you could like gently criticize the photography and be like, I could take a better picture. I could take it from a better angle.
Like, meh.
This other person says possibilities. She's into you. She's crazy. She thinks you're gay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
Didn't even consider that one.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel like there's some lacking context from this person's question.
Well, I mean,
we don't even know if it's a male or yeah. I don't
if
know.
they're saying that they've never had a conversation longer than 5 minutes, that seems like a very forward thing to do for somebody who's basically an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Unless this coworker has no other friends and they're like, I'm going to cling to this one person who pays any attention to me, and like she's just lonely.
There are people, like, you never know what someone's going through, right? And I wonder if, Matt, what you were saying before was like some sort of validation, like making boyfriend jealous seems like an immature thing to do, but like, you don't know how long the relationship was. Granted, 26, how long could it be? But if people are feeling like really down in the dumps, they might act out of character big time in order to feel not only validation, but just to feel like they have control of of the circumstance. So
For all
I
of
feel like
that,
that's a pretty spicy way to do it, but
it was really nice
you
how
know.
you turned to the camera and you're like, I feel like
Oh.
the like you had like a Jerry Seinfeld.
You know,
And now my final thought.
and now that we're on this subject, I want you to reach out to your friend and make sure they're doing all right.
I mean, she could be just an exhibitionist, and that's how she gets her rocks off, is by flashing her nudes to people.
Or this guy could be a voyeur and he didn't know.
Sounds like a perfect relationship.
See?
Well, I don't know that we provided any insight to that one, but
Oh, we definitely did.
we provided several different options for whatever avenue you're currently feeling about it. Since you're not going to be honest with
what
your
if it was a
feelings about
woman?
us.
What if
I would
what
have
if
I would have been like so petty and judged it and be like, ugh. Making nobody jealous with those.
I guess if that if it were reversed, would you like? I mean, just thinking about that, like somebody
guy
like
did
you're
it to a
basically
woman?
an acquaintance with at work. Like if I went up to them and said, "Hey, I sent these dick pics to my ex to make her jealous." What do you like? Just
you'd
I don't-
find yourself immediately with HR.
Get some
And rightfully
security
so,
up there with
frankly.
a box.
I mean, actually, so here's the other thing. In the place of work, if you are
and suddenly it's indecent.
well, that's a good point. Like if you feel like that's out of line, like go to HR. I don't know why we didn't open with that.
I
Because
probably- like, see-
if you roll reverse, you immediately be like, "Hey, fuck that guy." Like that's not an accident. They're being a fucking weirdo. Go to HR.
But people
get
with
his
being
shit.
the way they are, I would have
wrecked.
totally been like nope, that was so inappropriate that she did that. Fire her, or I'm going to sue you for $15 million. Because if it was the opposite, you'd have me out the door,
Yeah, I mean,
or give me 5, and I won't sue you for 15.
yeah, I don't know. I've got a smooth brain on that one because I'm like, she's into you.
Oh, that's why we need
But
your
yeah.
wife as a guest contributor on this episode.
Yeah, because she'd be like, that's wildly inappropriate. And she also should seek help.
Yeah, that's all I got on that.
What if it was like, what if it was a guy at work and he's like, hey, I took these pictures to make my girlfriend jealous.
It was a
I'd be
guy
like,
on guy.
oh no, there's my dick. I'm sorry. Oh, hey. So, don't know how that got in there. Bing.
I guess I wouldn't. I guess
person-
I probably wouldn't care.
oh,
Yeah. You'd be like, wow, that's a big old ding dong.
Who's mine?
Hey, what are you working with there, pal? That
person says
actually
she
reminds.
could-
Oh, God.
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that reminded me of an old finance guy that I used to work near. He would come into the bathroom and when he's like one of those old guys that would like saddle up next to you when there's plenty of urinals available, and he'd go right next to you and he goes, "Ooh, water's cold." I'd be like, "Fuck you, dude! Get away from me!"
What?
Like he's got such a big dick that it like dipped into the water.
Oh,
He's like, "Ooh, water's cold." I'd be like, "Harry, fucking get out of here." He was also the guy that had porn on his work computer, and we're like, Harry, you can't do that, man. And he's like, "Well, I like the oldies because they were always like just like old pinups." We're like, "I don't care what your flavor is, man. Like, stop."
how old was he?
He was I don't know.
This is when you were in the public
60?
sector. That guy
Yeah.
on a state computer.
No, no. I'm sorry, not the public sector. The private. It was my a couple of jobs ago.
Oh, okay. I like the oldies. That's what he said.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that one. My buddy who used to be a friend of the pod. I don't know if they still listen, but
That just makes it even creepier.
he was like a super friendly guy, but he's like, well, I like the.
I guess it's better than the youngies.
Or does he mean like vintage pinups, like that kind of thing?
That's what he
No,
meant.
not like
Right?
vintage pinups. Like
You just said like,
like 90s Playboy, like big boobs,
Oh, okay.
fucking
that's not
like
oldies. Oh, I guess maybe. I thought that's what he meant by oldies was like, yeah, you like pin up rockabilly girls.
I mean, not against that. That's on my backdrop.
This
Did I tell
person
you guys?
says,
Oh, go
"Oh,
ahead.
go
I
ahead.
just
You
no,
tell
no.
us another."
Well, just working in IT, you see all kinds of weird shit. But someone had a thumb drive plugged into their Mac, and if you're a Mac user, you know that sometimes, um, what is it called? Spotlight doesn't work all the time. So there's a function on Macs where you click the magnifying glass and you can search the whole computer for any application you're looking for, kind of like the start menu for Windows. Anyway, you have to re-index your computer sometimes, and what you do is you go in, you select to re-index, and when you click the command spacebar, it pulls up with the search menu, and then it like rifles through like everything on your hard drive. And this is super boring, but this is important. So what it did is it also rifled through his thumb drive, and there was just like heaps of porn on his thumb drive. And I was like, and I looked at him and I was like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that? And he goes, oh yeah, sorry. He goes, well, now you know what I'm into. I'm like, I don't need that in my day. I'm like, can you not?
Wait, so this was it a company thumb drive on a work computer?
It was a work computer. We did not block thumb drive access, so you
Oh,
could just have
oh, he thought he found a
random.
loophole.
Yeah, he just had he just had his like USB key ready to go with his porn on it.
I
was
just
like,
want to confirm
man,
though that the previous guy you were talking about, you sat down with him and talked to him, and he was like, "You can't do this on a work computer." And his justification was, "I just like the oldies."
I was not there for that conversation.
You
but
can't
yes,
discriminate
that
against
conversation.
me.
Did he keep his job?
Yeah, he left voluntarily later to get a better paying job.
What a
My
also
man.
that HR department sucks.
Oh, can I tell you something? And you might disagree with this because you're a business owner, but HR departments, full stop, are dirtbags. I will stand by that till my dying breath.
No
And
comment.
the reason is that they masquerade as they are there for the employees, and they are there for the company to protect the company against employees.
I found a
And
lot of them are like very self-serving.
oh, absolutely. And like I get it to a degree. And I don't actually care so much about that. It's the fact that they advertise that they are like there for the people and like oh, we're here for you, and it's just bullshit. And
Well, not this company apparently.
anyway, so
Just don't let it happen again, Greg. You old
Yeah, right.
dirty bastard. Now get
You
out of
son
here.
of a
Go
bitch.
back to work,
Get
you
outta
son
here.
of a bitch.
close that window and get back to work.
But this answer, they have a interesting theory that this person is doing in-person OnlyFans advertising. That they say she has an OnlyFans that she'll ask you to subscribe to.
Which is also one of those stupid people to the previous. What attracts dumb people? OnlyFans.
Well, horny people.
Makes you do dumb things.
Makes you do dumb things. I'll tell you what though.
She'll say, "Want to see more? $5 a month. We'll get you
Shit, that's
access
so
to."
good.
Want to see
That's so
the break
good.
room with $5?
I love that marketing. That's the sort of situation that happens like over the course of years, and then like that shows up on Reddit, and IT department's like, well, it turns out everybody at the company subscribes to this person.
Yeah, this person says you were sexually harassed, and if you tried the same thing, you would be unemployed and facing charges. But because she's a woman, she gets a pass. You should be talking to HR.
I mean, I think that
I'm not
like
going to agree with that entirely.
yeah, philosophically, that it should go to HR. But I'll tell you what, I've had, I end up creating rapport at work with people, and I say plenty of things that are fireable offenses, like, in joking and whatever. And it's usually not directed at any individual or groups of individual. Like, I'm not like sitting around being racist or sexist or whatever, but like, I say plenty of things that would put me on a hot list. What's that called? A hot sheet? Hot something.
A no-fly list.
A no-fly list, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this context, if it's just person to person, you can probably just be like, okay, I don't need to see that if it made you uncomfortable.
Right.
Do you think that's one of the benefits?
I don't think you need to like get her in trouble with your workplace.
Like
Yeah.
with so many remote roles now, I know several companies are starting to instate back to office, but do you think that gets rid of some HR, like a significant amount of HR issues, is by not having to be in office? Unless you're doing something like wildly inappropriate, you can be like, oh, I think Brandon's talking behind my back, or I saw Brandon do this, or I saw Brandon do that. Like,
I think I think it helps with those situations, but I think it opened with the work from home thing, opened a whole new can of worms for HR. HR is plenty busy right now.
oh, sure. If you don't know how to turn your camera off, or you don't think that somebody's monitoring your keystrokes.
Not even that. Honestly, I think HR, for the most part, has to deal with people being like nomadic remote, and people being like, oh, my mailing address is my mom's address in, Vermont, and they're in Thailand. And you're like, you can't do that because it's against the law. And they're like, but I'm remote. And it's like, and I think a lot of remote companies are having to deal with people that are working like unbeknownst to them illegally out of country or out of
Yeah,
state.
the out of country thing is like non-negotiable, but I don't know. It was one of those. I always felt like if you get the job done and you get it done, if you get it done well, and you have, proven data to back that up, I don't care. Work wherever you want, just as long as you get your job done. You know,
Right.
I think
Right, but there's tax implications, right? That's the
yeah,
thing
going
that,
out of
causes
country, yeah.
out of state too. And I
But I
don't
mean,
know, they must
if
have
you're just
changed that.
nomadically
But
traveling,
I
I
know
don't know.
for
Like, what if you're
where
in
I
one
work,
state?
like it's a benefits issue
Right.
where, like and also like a tax thing. They told us that when I went remote that we could live anywhere in the contiguous United States, but we can't live in Alaska and Hawaii or outside the U.S. But
Yeah.
yeah. Well, boys,
well, yeah, I would be interested in hearing more from more details from this person, but
yeah.
Send
we'll
us
have
pictures.
to
And
leave it there.
from listeners, what do you think? What's your hot take on this particular subject?
Dish out the tea once there's more tea.
Yeah.
But thank you all for listening, and thank you to our loyal patrons for supporting the show. If you haven't already, head over to Patreon at patreon.com/qualified nonsense to show your support. And watch us over on YouTube at youtube.com/@qualified nonsense. Also, feel free to send any questions or comments to qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or hit us up on our socials found in the episode description. And after you've done all that, please rate, review, share, like, and subscribe on your podcast app of choice. We'll see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Qualified Nonsense.
Adios.
Go have a good time and come back and see us again.
Yeah.